For 2 years, I babysat for the Parker family. At first, they were sweet, grateful, and respectful. But slowly, they started treating me less like a babysitter and more like a backup parent. They'd call last minute, they'd come home hours late, they'd forget to pay on time, and they acted like I had no life outside their kids. I loved their children, but I was exhausted. Every time I hinted that I couldn't make it or needed notice, they brushed it off saying, "You're our reliable one. You always show up." One Friday, they called me again. No, hello, no, asking if I was free. Just a quick, "We need you here in 20 minutes. We are already on our way out." I reminded them that I had plans that night, but they didn't even pause. They just said, "You can cancel those. You love the kids anyway." That was the moment something inside me finally snapped. So when the evening came, I stayed home. I didn't respond to their texts. I cooked dinner for myself. I watched a movie. It was the first peaceful night I had in months. Meanwhile, the Parkers thought I would magically appear like always. They dressed up for their fancy dinner, they drove 20 minutes away, and only when they reached the restaurant did they finally notice their phones blowing up. Their 7-year-old had locked himself in the bathroom screaming because he thought he heard a monster. Their 3-year-old had poured cereal all over the kitchen floor trying to feed herself. The dog escaped the backyard and was running down the street. Their neighbors were calling nonstop because the kids were crying so loudly. The parents rushed home in a panic. When they arrived, the house was a disaster. Their perfect, peaceful evening turned into chaos in less than an hour because the person they took for granted wasn't there to clean up their lives. The next morning, I finally replied, "Sorry, I wasn't available. I'm no longer able to babysit without respect or proper notice." They didn't argue. They didn't beg. They just sent a long message apologizing and admitting they never realized how much I handled for them. But it was too late. The day their reliable babysitter didn't show up was the day they learned that reliability isn't a right. It's a privilege. And once you break that trust, it doesn't come back so easily.